Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Saving the Investor. I'm Craig Wolf, alongside Southwest Florida's premier financial planner, Alfie Townsend. Alfie, a lot of people have been watching TV about politics this morning, so let's talk about it. In the media today, and I don't mean to take a shot at the media, but the polarization gets played up. The media likes conflict. But in reality, if you read your history and you go back to the beginning of this country, the two parties have always been, at each other's throats to a degree. What does it mean for your clients and anybody who else might be watching, for their portfolios, when we have a polarized political environment in Washington?
Usually what's going to happen is this. During the election year for presidency, you're going to see the market, and what you see in the market is really already, if it's doing good or bad, it's 6 months ahead. It's 6 months ahead. So that means the money is on the Republicans winning and keeping it or losing it to the Democrats. You're going to see that in the market. But with that being said, the market, regardless who's in, as long as there's people working, you got to have people are buying goods and services, the market will survive.
And this is a consumer-driven.
Absolutely. The free market is what's important with the stock market. When that starts to get messed with, the free market, then you're going to see some things. But as long as we have free market, that's what the markets love.
That fact notwithstanding, there's not a lot getting done in Washington, and it's often the case when you have one party that has the White House, another party might have one chamber of Congress, and it's split up.
Yeah.
What does that do to your clients and anybody out there who might potentially be a client of Alfie's?
Yeah.
What does that do to their portfolios when nothing seems to be getting done in Washington?
Well, unfortunately, again, Wall Street likes that. Wall Street likes that tug of war back and forth because things aren't getting, money's not getting spent, things aren't getting done, and bills aren't getting passed. Now, the taxes is what I think is the one big thing right now that we have to account for when it comes to a retirement plan, because taxes will go up. Okay, we're at the historically low taxes right now. If you're not taking advantage of the tax bracket that we're in right now, then you should be. Give us a call, because you should be, and we'll show you what we're doing between Roth conversions and some of the other things that we're doing to get some tax-free money down the road. If you think about it, 1979, the highest marginal tax rate was 70 in
It was during the Jimmy Carter years,
yes,
right?
1979. So people said, well, that was for the real rich. To get into the 35% tax bracket, which is like the highest almost right now, you were middle class. So everybody was paying. I always talk about Reagan when he did movies. He only did 2 movies a year during this time because it was $100,000 each movie. Anything over 200, he was taxed at 94%. So taxes drive retirement, taxes drive politics, and right now, I think politics will always be there. Obviously, it's always going to be there. Having a good plan in place to be able to have the income and reduce taxes, you're going to be just fine.
I think a good example of how nothing's getting done is something like infrastructure, which everyone agrees is an issue that needs to be addressed in this country.
Absolutely.
But it can't get passed because of this polarization. So that said, if you had in a couple of sentences to give advice to your clients and anybody out there about how to best protect their environment in this polarized political atmosphere, it would be what?
Yeah, have a plan in place. Make sure you have that plan. Make sure it deals with income. Make sure it deals with taxes, and make sure that you're in the right risk inside your portfolio, because that's when emotion comes in play, when the market has its volatility and people will get hurt.
You take the emotion out.
Yes.
Hiring a financial planner is a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. Yes, absolutely.
Great advice, Alfie. Thank you. If you have questions for Alfie about politics or any other issue like taxes or Social Security, how disasters might affect your portfolio, give Alfie a call.